What's up, beautiful people, and welcome to another episode of Don't Keep Up With the Joneses. 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 Hey great people, so I wanted to talk you as I walk you through this here experience. As you can see, I'm at the Rosebank Mall, which is oh so beautiful. I've seen it so many times on YouTube, but it's another thing to see it yourself. Obviously you're watching on YouTube, but nonetheless I'm gonna walk you and talk you through what I saw. But as you can see, the trees are beautiful, the manicure is going on and popping. Y'all see the signs, y'all see the architecture, which is impeccable, I must say. Very clean area as well. Now this is the inside of the mall. When you first come in, it's nice, clean, H&M. It was like, oh man, look, a touch of home. Why? Because we have H&M's here in USA as well. And I was like, man, this is nice. But don't you see how wide these hallways are? Which you may or may not see the reason for that, or one reason. Boom, you see the cart right there. I thought that was very cool, which we're gonna even show you where the shopping carts are coming from. But nonetheless, in it all, you see how nice, how open, how wide, how clean, how fresh, how lit it is in this here mall area. And it was cool because don't mind me, I was trying not to get the people faces, but it was cool because we had the opportunity, you have the opportunity to see like so many different groups of people in one space, as well as it was cool for us just to see some stores that were familiar to us from back at home, as well as stores that were, you know, out of South Africa to our thoughts, right? It could be from another place as well, but from what we saw, it was from South Africa. But then as you see, they do have those LED screens that are touch screens and things like that. And you can see the potting stores that has all different color pot sets. There is a bank to the right, which I was like, wait, what? It's a bank in the mall? Wait a minute. Like, we're used to like ATMs, but not a whole bank, standard bank to be exact, which was cool. But then a little bit further, there's a whole nother bank right here, FNB, which says to me, the mall is a whole situation. Like, not only is it a place where you can shop for clothing, but it's also a place for banking. But then again, there is more as we saw the shopping cart. But anyway, as you can see, it is just nice. You see all that we see. Sunglass Hut, which I was like, oh snap, this is somewhere that I'm used to going to, and I will go to as well, you know, when we do make the move, right? And there's another shopping cart, another whole grocery cart. You don't see that in America, but you see that there at the Body Shop. I had to get it because we have it here as well. But then I mean, it's just ding, 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 ding to all my Starbucks drinker, coffee drinker, Starbucks fanatics. There is a Starbucks, and it's not just a regular Starbucks. It's a whole situation of a Starbucks, to say the least, as you can see. Not only is the barista area to the right, but then there's a whole grocery store behind it, which is Checkers. And you're like, wait a minute, a grocery store? Yes, y'all see how beautiful, immaculate, nice and clean this here grocery store is. It does go by the name of Checkers. Checkers in the US of A goes by, it's a whole nother thing. It's a fast food spot, but there it's a grocery store. And when I say Checkers is nice, Checkers is nice. I didn't go into that when I went into another one, which I'm gonna show you, but Checkers is dope, like whole situation. And here I can't say the name of it, but essentially it's like beef jerky, but on a whole nother level. Like, they even have situations. But you can even see the furniture store, ladies and gentlemen, a whole furniture store in the mall as well, which, you know, we're used to like high-end furniture stores in our mall, so you know, maybe that's not all, you know, fancy or new to you, but nonetheless it is something different. And you see the stores, you see how nice things are, how clean things are. Lindell truffles, y'all know, I mean, if you like chocolate, you know what those are, the little red balls. Come on now. Come on now. But anyway, we're gonna keep going. Whole Bitcoin situation to the right. I didn't like focus in on it because it was people over there, but boom shakalaka, there's the foreign exchange place that also exchange bitcoins for rands. Lacoste, if that's your thing. My lovely wife made a little peekaboo. There she is. But nonetheless, in it all, just nice. A whole nother bank in there as well. This is what we're used to seeing in the States, ATMs in the mall, not a whole bank, Ned Bank. So that's the third bank we've seen thus far as we are on our way to Pick and Pay, which is like a whole situation. But I'm not just going to talk about it. I'm going to show y'all as well. Nice grocery store. Y'all see what's going on around it. Cell phone cafe. Boom. You got the liquor store if that's your thing. But then also the mall, excuse me, the bank whole situation to the right. But we had to go into a grocery store. So let's go into it. And I was like, let me capture this meat. So here in the States, we go by and we do barbecues. There, they call them braais. And there is marinated steaks, marinated lamb chops galore. Like, the lamb is for the low. Like, those packs of lamb were probably about $6, $7. And obviously, it's in ranch. You divide that by 18, and there's your number, right? Or whatever the current exchange rate is. But it was just popping. Like, y'all see it. I'm like, man, this meat section looks amazing. And not only that, but the bread. Look at this fresh bread. Like, where are you seeing bread like this? I did that just to give you some time to figure it out. I couldn't figure it out. You couldn't figure it out because you have to go to South Africa to see this bread. It not only looked good, but it smelled magnificent. And I was just trying to figure out, like, how do we get more? And then we came to the egg section. For those that know me, know I have chickens. And to have eggs outside the refrigerator section says a lot. That means they are doing eggs the right way. So I had to capture this moment because I was like, oh, snap, like, y'all know what y'all doing. And so we left Pick and Play after like looking around, looking at pastries and everything like that, just getting the price of chickens and meats. And now we see our fourth bank in a singular mall, right? This is not even the biggest mall, the Mall of Africa, but this is just like the Rosebank Mall. But nonetheless, 4 banks so far that we've seen, 2 grocery stores. I'm just flashing back what has been seen. We'll see another grocery store on our way out, but in it all, nonetheless, like, y'all see what's going on. Y'all see the beautifulness of the decor of the floor. Like three. What mall do you know has 3 different floors, nicely architectured through the hallways in a mall? I can't think of one, right? Usually we just see 1, but there is 3. There are 3. But anyway, in it all, I'm over here trying to make adjustments. Obviously not trying to capture people, but you know, we talk about the floor, so I had to show you the floor. Swarovski's crystal, y'all see it. I mean, it's a thing. For those that love the crystals, it's there for you. You don't feel like you don't have to go without because it'll be there. But then just look at the mannequins, look at the advertisement. Like, I mean, it's a vibe. Crystal, like one of those dresses. I was like, huh? But anyway, like the Woolworths, which is a whole nother situation. I liken it to Target, whereas it was a grocery store, but they also sold clothes. They also sold high-end type things, which again, like, gave me the whole Target type vibes, just even off of the clothing itself. But there is a whole nother situation, right? Which again, 3rd grocery store situation, 4 banks that we saw, and I mean, one mall, right? You know, just had to make sure you capture that. But you can see it, man. We just vibing. Like, this is the grocery side of it. We saw the clothing side of it, but now this is the grocery side of the Woolworths food, which is likened to a Whole Foods or like a Sprouts type vibe. Their meats and things are very nicely done. We went into it another day, not this day, but anyway, everything's nice and clean. You can tell, like, they care about their produce, they care about their items, they care about their food, they care about their grocery stores. And I must say, very immaculate, very clean, 3-story mall, as I just showed you all. But here on the outside area, which is like a mall outside the mall, truth be told, walking here, it's right across from the entrance of the Rosebank area. So when you walk into the Rosebank Mall, you would just go left instead of right. But here are some other high-end stores and other stores as well in this area that just had vibes, right? It was just a whole movie. I was like, wait a minute, like, there's more? Usually people just show the malls, but I was like, wait, this is a whole, like, mall outside the mall. And you have the Adidas, you see the Nike to the right. There's other shoe stores, which we'll get to on the upstairs area. And they're even gearing up for Christmas, right? Or maybe the tree just stays there, I don't know. But it was October when we went. And so, maybe it's a little bit earlier for that. Diesel, if that's your thing. Puma, if that's your thing. So obviously all of the, the major brands, I'm going to call them, the Nikes, the Adidas, the Pumas, they are here for you, right? And then, the list goes on. And I will say it's a covered area. I don't know if you caught that. But I was reminded because when I left one of the stores, it was raining so hard, and I was thankful that though it was outside, it was still covered, so I felt like I was inside. But in it all, nonetheless, like, we here, y'all, we here, and that's another like grocery store situation, but really like food. Maybe not a whole grocery. Well, yeah, it was grocery. I just saw the cart, but anyway, it was a grocery scenario. But even in the grocery stores, there are the food situations in there too for you to eat. They have food that they cook fresh, but then also like other food spots. They have the subs, you have hot food, you have poke bowls, whatever you want to call it, I don't know. You had just different sections, right? And the fish was great. I did do the fish. And for those that are like, oh snap, did I just see that? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Krispy Kreme is in the building. So Rosebank, this is Rosebank, which also was like the Voco Rosebank hotel that I stayed at. This was all right there. So stay at that hotel and this would be at your fingertips. Crystal want to go check out a store. Very cool. I ain't want to like, do too much in the store, but I want to show y'all a sneak peek of the store. Bow, we out. And on the outside area, McDonald's, for those like, wait a minute. And again, all it is in Rosebank, walking distance from the Voco, which is down that hallway to the left. But anyway, this is upstairs. This is a fun company area where there's bowling, arcade games, and things like that. And even upstairs from here, there is a movie theater. So again, all one-stop shop. Stay at the Voco. I'm telling you, you'll enjoy it and you'll be happy because all of this is at your fingertips. There's the escalator to go up to the movies. But then again, like I said, this is a whole nother food court situation. We didn't eat over here because we found food outside. But hey, here's another option if you're looking for food. That's a Thai restaurant, and I must say, oh boom, there's the movie theaters. I don't know if I caught it, but anyway, I must say that while being here, there was food from everywhere. So I didn't feel like I was neglecting any type of food choice, whether it was American food, whether it was Thai food, whether it was like chicken and waffles, or Crystal even had a falafel, or yeah, falafel, whatever that thing's called. She had some. She tries stuff. I don't be trying stuff like that. But anyway, that spot is like Chipotle. I guess it's called Chapas. Same color, same layout, same situation, same. Boom shakalaka. But then there's another clothing store which was like, I'm gonna say from South Africa because they had like the music. It was dope. It was dope. I was vibing. I picked up a new playlist from being in this shoe store. I was just trying to see what type of shoes they had and check the prices. Price is pretty much the same, so don't think you're gonna go there and find a deal or a sale. It's the same. The Healing Sanctuary, I had to capture it because we did cop some things from this here place. Some nice clean soap that is good for my lovely daughter that has eczema, in which she's been using it, loving it, and enjoying it. And we cop some other things there as well. We do like to get honey from places, but we didn't pick up honey. We didn't want to lose it. We lost it coming from Greece. But anyway, we're in South Africa. But anyway, so here's the top. Like I said, I believe they're gearing up. They were gearing up for Christmas, and because you can never start too early. I mean, Christmas is Christmas. And there's like a co-work space to the left area where they were holding a meeting and things like that. So I didn't want to like do too much there as we were on our way to the elevator to go back downstairs. You see the boo. Haha. Downstairs, here is another area that had a food area that we ate at, right? And you see it right there, the Lovers Eatery scenario. There wasn't a whole like grocery store, but there was a hot food section, if you catch my drift. But going there, look at the architecture. Like, where are you seeing buildings like this? Like, tell me where in the comment section below. It's just not a thing. And so I was captivated by the architecture in itself. And so just walking there, like literally, it's just for food. And you see how beautiful the architecture is to the right. You have the green foliage, you have the bench seating, you have the coffee spot if that's what you want, right? Seattle coffee come, which, you know, Starbucks came from Seattle, so maybe it's the same beans. But there is the hot food section where I did get food from. You can't film in there, so I wasn't able to get content. But look at this. Look at this. Like, look at that. I mean, if you need to, replay it, okay? But Food Lovers Eatery, great fish and chips. I recommend it. we did it twice, and it was everything nice. You saw Buddy like peeking like, don't you record in here. I didn't, sir. I'm sorry. But like I said, pizza, paninis, all of that food, different choices and options, healthy food too, it was in there. Cold food was in there. But look at that. Look at that, y'all. Y'all see it? It's a water feature. It wasn't on at the time, but I could tell that's what that was. But look at that, y'all. I was just mesmerized and captivated. I had to do a double take because some things you just have to see twice, and that was one of them. But also, there's parking as well. If that's your thing, we didn't have to park here, thankfully, because it looks pretty full. But there is a parking area right here, and I believe it was like a parking deck too. And here is a last little walk around where Tasha's is, which shouts out to Malik, or excuse me, the real Assad, Dr. Assad. Shouts out to them. They love Tasha's. We ate there, met there for the first time. And there are other restaurants around here as well. We didn't eat at any of them other than Tasha's. We went into one spot that was like purely organic, not organic, but plant-based, which is to the left over there, a yellow spot, which I'm gonna come around, so don't worry. But you know, it was a lot of food. It was a lot of food options. Okay, so don't knock us. Sometimes we just went back to the spot that did us right the first time. Sometimes it's just like that. But anyway, I'm just showing you all the various food options that you do have if, again, that you are in this area, or like I said, if you're staying in the area, whether it's in the Voco Rosebank, or they do have Airbnbs in the areas around. But y'all see this, like, it's just a vibe. Like, it's so nice. Look at that. Look at that. Like, one strip, probably about 10 different restaurants with 10 different food choices. Tasha's was kind of like that Italian type vibe, and then this was a spot that was like plant-based. So shouts out to them. I wanted to do it, but I wasn't in the mood. I wasn't in the mood. Lexi's, this is for me, not coming to you, but saying I appreciate doing what you do. But then there's Tasha's, which was a great restaurant. We had a great time there. Good food. I had a smoothie there myself because I was like fresh after breakfast when we went there, but nonetheless, in it all, great food. I looked at Crystal's. She enjoyed hers. And they were doing some construction out here, so, you know, don't mind the cones. Obviously, it's not an all-time thing, but it's the thing that was there at the time. I had to capture the trees because, I mean, who can't resist looking at these purple trees? I forgot the name of them. Somebody will put it in the comment section, but in it all, with it all, they look beautiful. It was the time for them to bloom between October and November, so I had to capture them. And so, ladies and gentlemen, this comes to the end of our video. I hope I served you well. There's the Voco Rosebank. If you're trying to figure out like proximity of everything, do that. You can do that. I'll see you on the next one, y'all. Peace.